Hey, what's up, traders? This is a watch list video for Thursday, November 17th, showing you the SPY. A very narrow range today, another kind of dull day. Let me give a hat tip to Lewis, who called lows this morning. L-O-W. Hang on a second. All right, had to get extended hours off there. Pretty cool call. It was basically an inside fives on a morning gapper, right, with a whole number inflection point and high of day above. He called it through 215 when it looked like this, right? Always, all the calls in chat are made before the trigger, by the way, if you didn't know that. There's the 215 break, and it ends up going all the way up over 221. Pretty cool call. I think Lewis might have been on the highlight cam yesterday, too. So if he's not on your hot script in chat, he should be. Then you'll get an audible alert when he posts something really, really nice. INM, I could show you a couple things here. I called a twos pullback here, which I didn't get filled. Then I called it here on a fives buy zone as it was coming down. This is the only one I'll explain because I really want to get to the watch list. But the early high was right here, 423. I typed in chat fives buy zone idea near the retest of the earlier high of day break. Basically, it's coming down right in the fives buy zone near the 420 area. It had topped out at 423. This is the area we look for on this pullback. Look what it does. It goes down to 419 and then bounces to, it doesn't look like much, but bounces to 454. That's a neat little trade. It ended up rolling over. Kevin P gave the alert under 4 here, which I already had a bid in place when he posted it, right? 15's buy zone, whole number flush. Guess what? Turned in front of the whole number instead. So I didn't get that one either. Had a nice little bounce. Ended up closing weak though. But it did, a couple pullback plays in that one. But I'd say Lewis had the best call with the lows idea. And overall, a fairly dead day. If you're interested, a couple things reported in after hours. NVDA, there's the daily, NVDA, trading at 164.39 right now. So it looks like maybe a beat there. Cisco reported in after hours. There's the daily, closed at 44.39. Right now it's at 46.50-ish. So a gap up there in Cisco. And then SONO is another one. There's the daily reported earnings. Right now it's trading at 17.40. So there's a few that reported if you're interested. What are we watching for tomorrow? INM. Let me throw that up there real quick to explain, because I always try to remember somebody could be watching my videos for the very first time. Pause the video. I'm not going to read that to you this time, but that's an explanation of what we do. The very shorthand version is I don't hold overnight. These are all things I'm looking to make a day trade in tomorrow, if and only if we get an A+ setup in it, right? So INM had big volume. Actually had a nice headline today. Has good support, like a week or maybe 2 weeks straight across down here and kind of trying to break out to the upside. This thing can move. It's got a tiny float. I want to say like under 900,000 shares, which is why I thought it had so much promise today. I had a good trade in it, but it closed well off its highs, so that just lands it on a chart for tomorrow. SHLS. Had the gap up yesterday, sold off, and then today an inside day, but closed above its open. I'm going to keep a close eye on that one. DOCS, I actually like this chart a lot. Had earnings back here, 4 sessions ago? Big rip, lower high, really a series of inside days. Today's high was 33.02. So if we break 33, then you've got boom, boom. You've got basically catalyst, dominoes that could start falling. So I really like the coiled nature of DOCS after the earnings play. Or after the earnings report, I should say. ENSC, I got to zoom in a little bit. You can see the big volume today. Closing well off its highs, but it goes on watch for tomorrow. Had a big price target put on it today. GTLS, had this on bounce watch for a few days. Guess what? It just stays on bounce watch. No trades in it today. I'd like to see a sell-off down to the 110 area when you look on the chart here, but we don't always get what we want, but I'm not going to trade it unless it gives me an A+ setup. HQY. Pretty much straight off a cliff here, but you look to the left, you got some nice support around 55, 56, 57. This area here, love to see the 55 touch, right? But certainly oversold in the short term and nearing support, so that goes on bounce watch. AEHR, probably too soon to put it on watch, but it's been the strongest stock in the whole wide world, and we got 1 day down now into the daily buy zone. Last time, I don't know. I'd like to see it come in for a few days. But sometimes stocks are so strong, you get 1 red day and it's right back up. So I'm throwing it on a chart. DWAC, I wasn't even interested in trading this one today because you had Trump announced and everyone knew he was going to announce. He already told you the day he was going to announce, and that was last night. So there's no way DWAC's going to run today. It's a sell the news scenario. But ever since he did, I don't know, how do I word it? He announced that he was going to announce, which was here. It's back down to the lows of that range and back down to the 20-day. So for me, I am going to put it on bounce watch now. All right. DLO just got decimated today. Muddy water short report. There's nothing pretty about this, but it's sitting at all-time lows. I'm going to put it on bounce watch. QRTEB, which is weird. I hate stocks with 5 symbols, but it did have a good volume spike today and a big rip, but closing well off its highs. Super thin stock, so I doubt I'll trade it, but I'm putting it on a chart. And then MNSO, sort of like AEHR, a very, very strong stock. Excuse me, I've only got one red day, but sometimes that's all it takes, and it's right back off to the races. I'd like to see it come back down for another day, at least get to the 8-day, but who knows? It's going to go on watch. We'll add gappers to this list as well in pre-market. And if you were in chat today, I gave us all some homework, right, to think about and stuff to watch. We may be working collectively on what may become a new A+ setup. So if you were in chat today, let's continue to watch for those setups and work together on them. All right, I'm done babbling. We'll see you in the chat room in the morning.